Hey there, Foxy gamers! Welcome back to Satisfactory! So, I'm a huge derp, and last episode I did not realize that we actually don't have to go straight to getting our space elevator built here. While we can build the space elevator, it's going to take a little while because that's a lot of materials that we're going to need, which I think they've actually made it a little easier than when I first started playing the game. I can't really remember, but it seems like some very basic materials, but it is a lot of materials nonetheless. So if we open up our hub here, while I thought we had all of these unlocked, we actually don't. So if we click here, we have base building, logistics, and field research, and then in 2 we have got a lot of assembly stuff and jump pads, some more logistics. So before we build our space elevator, I definitely want to get a couple of these. Maybe the base building, this is what I was talking about, where we can build a bunch of platforms to make things more aligned to a grid and make it look a little bit nicer. But as I mentioned, it takes a lot of resources. So if we look at logistics here, this is what I was trying to do last episode. We have a conveyor splitter and a conveyor merger. And this conveyor lift and product display, I don't think those were in the same logistics milestone the last time I played this game, but those also look interesting. But it's the merger and the splitter that are the most important to me right now. So we're going to go ahead and select this milestone. And now we have 150 iron plates, 150 iron rods, and 300 wires that we need to create this. Another one I'd be interested in researching is this double inventory slots here, but that's going to take a little bit more, so we're just going to stick on the logistics for now. So we'll go ahead and check on our constructors around here and see what all they've created for us. Also probably drop off some of the raw ingredients that I have in my inventory right now. So our constructor here has a whole bunch of wires. That's good. We have this nice little tracker here for our current milestone. We're actually not going to need too many more of these copper wires, so I might just end up making the rest of those myself. So that's going quite well. Let's go see what's happening at our iron facility way across yonder. It looks like we have reached maximum production here, so we'll have to empty this out. There's 100... Oh, we can't actually do that. Our inventory is full. I should have dropped some things off here. Is there anything we can combine? No. Well, okay, let's put our taser in our hands here. That way we can grab these iron plates. Let's see, we're gonna need 150 iron plates. Actually, we have 150 because we already had another 65 in our inventory. Fantastic. So we will need to make more iron rods, and although I could do it with a constructor, since we don't have the splitters right now, it would be really obnoxious because the only way to do that would be to make a constructor, drop the things in, or drop the materials in the constructor itself instead of connecting it directly to this miner. So it's not going to be automated until we get those conveyor splitters, unless I were to actually make a whole second node with another nearby iron spot, which we could do, but I don't think that's necessary right now. We're just going to drop off the things that we're definitely not going to need anytime soon, like these flower petals and bacon, agaric. Such a weird thing. We'll drop off these portable miners for now too, because we are only going to use those to make a big miner at some point, which we are going to want to go get some limestone, so we'll probably grab one of those again soon. Interesting, they have a new graphic for copper ore. I can't remember if it was actually like this last episode or if they have since changed it. But I honestly kind of liked the old icon better, because to me, this looks very similar to the iron ore, and in the past, I thought it looked a little different. It was actually a little more brown colored, which sort of made sense to me. But anyway, let's go ahead and drop off the things that we have ready to go here. There's that, and that, and that. Okay, so we need to make 14 more copper wires and a whole bunch of iron rods. Let's see if I have enough stuff here. Yes, it does look like it. So I'm going to go ahead and make the necessary ingredients here. Woo! That took a while. So they've definitely increased the amount of time that it takes to craft things by hand, which is kind of cool in a way, because I guess that incentivizes you to automate things. And I suppose it's okay because they did rebalance a few things, but man, it takes forever and it's pretty boring. So we'll find out, but hopefully the rebalancing has made a good deal of a difference. Anyway, we'll go ahead and launch this pod. And now we have this research complete, so we should be able to build, let's see, under logistics here, we've got ourselves a conveyor lift, conveyor splitter, and conveyor merger. Fantastic. We also might want to build some storage containers. Alright, we're going to skip this here. We also might want to build some storage containers so that way our constructors don't fill up their inventory too quickly and waste productivity. Yeah, I do think they have reduced the amount of ingredients required for a lot of these things, which is definitely good because, as I said, super pain in the butt to create these things manually now. Okay, so we should be able to go ahead and create ourselves another constructor, another smelter. We need some more iron rods, and we'll go split our iron production into some different items. So I'm gonna go ahead and manually craft some things real quick, and then we'll head on over to our iron spot. So one thing that is pretty cool here that didn't exist in earlier versions is this little task, this to-do list we have over here. So I want to build a constructor, 2 splitters, and 2 smelters. And it's really nice because I can just plus or minus these after adding them to my list, and see how many ingredients I need, which is super duper nice because the number of times that I ran over to a place in the past and realized that I didn't have enough iron bars or whatever and had to run all the way back to my base was a huge pain in the ass. So thankfully, we don't have to do that anymore. The conveyor belt, though, it's kind of like, oh, your guess is as good as mine.
Exchange concluded. FICSIT freighter
Okay, our little pod came back. So you can only research stuff once every few minutes because that pod has to get sent off to, I don't know, analyze the data or something like that. But yeah, anyway, I don't really know how many conveyor belts I need to set something up, but I just kind of threw 24 on there as a arbitrary number, hoping that that's going to be enough. But let's see here. We will throw down another smelter here. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Okay, so we're going to line this guy up. And I want to give them a little bit of space apart from each other so that I have room for power lines and splitters and all that sort of jazz. Okay, so we want to... I'm going to just go ahead and delete this conveyor belt here. All of the ingredients will be put back into our inventory. And we're going to put another smelter. I believe this pure iron ore miner can handle 3 smelters, but we'll see. And then we're going to throw down a conveyor splitter. And one splitter, if we turn this around here, should be able to handle 3 different dudes here. So there we go. And get our conveyor belts like so. You over here. I may not have gotten enough iron for these conveyor belts, but we'll find out. There you go. And what do you have here for us? Oh my god! I'm a huge dumbass. Wow, guys. Wow. How many of you were sitting there yelling at me, "No, Foxy, this is the copper miner"? See, this is what I'm talking about. This copper looks suspiciously like iron now to me. So I totally messed this up. We're gonna put this back here. Oh my god. Get rid of all this, because we want these materials for our iron spot. Oh my god. What a nightmare. Alright. Well, I'll see you back at our iron facility. Okay, guys. We're gonna try this again here. This time we are at the correct facility, and now we have set up our 3 iron smelters. But we do need to run some power to them. Also, I just realized we may not actually have enough power to give them. Oh, maybe we will because our other things are at full capacity. So let's go ahead and plop down a power pole here. Oh no, we're missing an iron rod. Alright, I tell you what, we're gonna cheat the system here. We're going to change... Nope. Let's just, okay, put this on standby. Gonna take this, change this production to iron rod. Hooray. And then we'll give you some stuff here, so I don't have to run all the way back to my base. There we go, that's fine. We wanted to do this eventually anyway, but I need to set up a power pole, so we need those right now. Okay, so now we should be able to, except, oh my god. Alright, it's a disaster. We also don't have wire. Let me see here. Do I have enough copper in my inventory? So we've got some copper ore. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hack the system, guys. You are going on standby. Gonna steal this stuff. Changing it to copper. Throwing that in there. There you are, sir. And then this guy is going to change to wires. Now we can go back here. I'm not going to deal with deleting this conveyor belt right now. We're just going to steal some of these copper ingots. Plop them down in there. And away you go. Ah, what a hack. What can I say? I like to hack life. Okay. Now that should be enough. Let's try this again. 3rd time's a charm, right? Hooray! We should, however... Oh! That guy is full. So we're going to delete this power line here. How did that... Oh no! Okay, whoopsies. I deleted the power line to here. I was like, how is this hooked up to this guy right here? That was weird. Anyway, we'll try this again. Ah, there's another power pole right here. So we'll plop this down. See if I can line these up. It's sad that these don't go by a grid like the rest of the stuff. And now, you can power that one. And then we'll throw another power line down over here. Because why not? And power this one. And then these guys will go back to doing iron. Now I can just throw this iron ore in here. And then we'll throw the other iron ore in this guy. And change this one back to iron as well. There we go. Okay. Now we should be all situated. We'll change this recipe back to iron plate. And then, let's see, for the iron bar, what do we need? Iron rod needs Okay, I was thinking maybe we needed an iron plate for the iron rod, but that is not the case. So that should be just fine as it is. So we'll put another constructor down on this guy here. Oh, what is our power looking like right now? What do? There we are. Okay, we've still got enough power for a bit. Probably going to be needing to make some more biomass burners soon, but for now, we should be okay. So, let's see. Here is our constructor. Again, I'm going to leave some space in case we end up wanting any sort of splitters or mergers or anything like that. And connect these two. Have you create iron rod. And throw a power line here. There we go. And if I want to give it a little bit of a boost, I can throw some... I have like so many iron bars in my inventory that maybe I'll just throw a few of these in here too. There you go. Because as we discovered, it's not super fun to make these manually. So for now, this guy is not actually contributing to anything. And I don't believe we have any more types of things that can directly come from just the iron bar. So what we could do here is have another constructor. Can't afford. We're missing cables, which is a copper thing. Alright, so we're not going to worry about that for now. We're just going to put a... Oh, organization. Here we go. Storage container. Don't have enough iron bars, but we can go over here, grab a few of these. Or iron rods, rather. So we'll give this guy a storage container for now. We'll probably remove it once we want to add some more things to make. But might as well not make things go to waste. We'll put this sideways because we're kind of out of space here. There we go. And the storage containers don't need any sort of power, so we can just run these guys right in there. And they have a whole lot of space. Look at all that beautiful space. Fantastic. And I think I'm going to do the same thing for these other two here, because we're going to leave these be for a little bit. And just kind of like get some mats for us. It's really easy to deconstruct and reconstruct things. You don't lose any materials whatsoever, which is really good, because that would make this game pretty miserable if you did. So we can just have all of these collect stuff for now, and then we'll just come by and pick these up whenever we need them. So there we go. Now, we could also actually merge all of these belts into the same storage container if we really wanted to save on space and materials, but since this is only a temporary thing, that's what I'm going to do for now. I'm not too concerned about space or efficiency right now. Plus, I like having each container box be a different material. So there we go. Alright, so for our milestone, let's clear this list here. It doesn't show our milestone anymore, huh? Well, that's okay. I just know we need... Oh, actually, we don't need any of these right now because I don't really feel like manually creating anything. So we'll just leave those iron ingots in there. Take all of these plates, as well as these iron rods. Ah, that's right. I didn't actually select another milestone. I just got so excited with creating more automation that I totally forgot. So what are we gonna do next over here? Let's see. Field research. Beacons can be useful for me to remember where my stations are. Oh, okay. So this is the thing that allows us to research stuff. I guess they sort of switched around these tiers a bit. Before, I don't think it was tied to a specific milestone. It was just kind of like in the intro area. So maybe we'll do this one next. That way we can get our inventory slots and be able to start researching things. So we are going to need to set up our iron area to create screws, which is a secondary part. So yeah, that'll be interesting for next time. Again, we could manually create those, but let's see just exactly how long would it take. The screws are a little bit faster because we make 3 from each iron rod, which has actually been reduced because it used to be 16 screws per iron rod. So once again, a lot of balancing stuff has gone into effect, thus further incentivizing you to actually automate things. So we're probably going to want to upgrade our biomass things next time, maybe add another one to our power grid. But for now, I think that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you all are enjoying Satisfactory. We have barely scratched the surface of this game, and I'm very excited to explore it further. Hopefully I can stay on top of all the updates that come and not have to restart the game every 5 episodes because I've hardly been playing it. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, stay foxy.